Hey guys, I need for you guys to let me know if this is coming in clear. So if we're not coming in clear, I can change the connection. Welcome to Decella, Constant and Nikki. You guys are the first one into the chat. Nikki, it looks like you must be here waiting. And how are you, sweetie? There's a few things I want to go over. This is definitely going to be a long, interesting, but insightful live. So hopefully you guys stay through the whole live. Also, I'm gonna wait till you guys. Oh, look at y'all are coming in here. That's what's up. Hey, Natika Jackson. I hope I said your name right, sweetie. I hope I said your name right. So I'm just trying to go down the list. Hey, Marcus, what's up? Marcus, I don't know how long you're gonna be in here, but make sure you watch the chat and get rid of any trolls. You know me well enough to know if somebody's in here starting trouble and when they're not. Hey, everybody. So this is gonna be a very interesting but insightful live. I put a lot of work in today's recap. I got about an hour's worth between two video premieres that I did of content that I did. I had to edit it, all of that, so that I can present the information and also get your opinion on all of these things. Now I want y'all to put some hearts up into the chat because we got to show some love up in here. Let's spam up the chat, everybody. The ones that are in here. When we start coming in these lives, the first thing we need to do is put some hearts or some diamonds in the chat. That's representing the channel, diamonds or colorful hearts. Let's put some hearts up into the chat, everybody. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt nobody to symbolize hearts, which is showing love, or diamonds, which is representing the channel that you're on. That's all it is. And as y'all come in, also make sure you hit that like button. So I want to show you something really quickly as well, because as a lot of you guys know, I always show homage to anyone work that I use. And I want to show you where I usually put people who you should subscribe to channels. They're by default in my my description box. Anyone that checks out my channel, I don't call it being nosy. If you're very inquisitive, you look around, anyone will confirm that I always have channel holders. They might not even know that they're even there, and they probably, some of them, been there for years. And by default, I want you to see where these, when I say go subscribe to so and so's channel, it's in the description box. It'll either be up at the top or it'll be, and I'm gonna show you right now where it'll be. But yeah, over here I represent. And even when I take stuff from Instagram, that's right. I see them diamonds. Thank you, Nikki. Nikki Love. That's what's up. Yeah, them diamonds. I see that, boo. She said, I'm gonna put the diamonds in there. That's what's up, baby girl. All right. So if you look at the bottom, I don't care, love them or hate them, because you're gonna see Bonnie Lachey. I show love to everybody. So that's why I don't want to hear the BS that that I'm a bad, mean person. So I have my channel, my second channel, which I'm never on. I have my husband's channel. I got Hennessy's channel. Make sure that you subscribe to her channel just off of GP, general purposes, because I use her content a lot, and I always say when I use it, please go subscribe to her channel. I always tell you guys I love her channel. She came in yesterday, which was a nice surprise. I was really happy to see her come in. And we spoke for the first time. The Empress channel, I got Turn the Nation too. You know, I might talk my mess, but I try to show love. Lola Lee, I like Lola Lee T. I'm just showing you at the bottom, the very bottom of my description box of my videos, you will see all of the people that if I say go subscribe, I either added them or they were already there. We show love over here. I just want to let you know that. So we got a lot to talk about. Like I said, the unthinkable is definitely going on with Chrisean Rock. I really think that she really needs to go back home where she's paying rent. Thank you, baby, for them diamonds. Thank y'all for them diamonds. That's what's up, baby. But yeah, when we come in here, that's what we do. Just spam up the chat with diamonds and hearts, or pretty colorful things. And then when we get off a live, do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But today's gonna be a good live. So let me get up off of here. But I really think that Chrisean Rock should really think twice about staying at Blueface's house until Blueface gets home. Now, let me know. Hey, Nessie. Thank you, Nikki Love. Now, let me know if you can hear me. If I'm breaking up, please put a Y in the chat. Do not have me in here breaking up. And then later on, the replay gang. You agree? You agree, Nikki Love? And then later on, my replay gang, when they come in here, they can't even look at the video because it's breaking up because the reception's bad. Remember, I'm past the suburbs. I live in a rural area. So I'm in the country. So my reception is not good. It is not good. And where I'm living right now is temporary. And I'm not getting FiOS until I move into the finished product, which is where I'll be living, for a long time. And once they're finished with the stuff they need to do inside of my place, I will get FiOS again, because that's what I use FiOS. I use top notch internet, but right now I'm not using it here because I'm not going to be here long. So that's why I have this sucky service. Okay, I'm clear. So anytime I don't, if I go like where I'm not clear, just put it in the chat and I will switch over the internet connection and we'll definitely be good. Rock doesn't need to go back home. People need to just leave her alone and mind their own business. Anyways, like I was saying, Rock needs to plan probably to exit from Blueface's house, only because Wack 100 is thinking about make sure y'all watch the chat, because if anybody gets out of line in my chat, we can agree to disagree, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And what I'm not going to do in my house, just like in my real house, you could not come in my house and tell me what to do in my house, because you might get hammed up. Because see, we're not on YouTube, so it's fair game. But I know that a lot of people that come in here and you can just tell just the way they word it, that it's directed towards me. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond agreeing to disagree. They don't like me and they don't appreciate what I'm saying, even though it's my opinion in my channel, and they're trying to check me, which you can't check me, because I've been your age. You probably ain't never been mine. Or you probably are my age, but I don't care, but you're gonna respect me. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I'm not gonna entertain anybody talking to me any type of tone in a text on the chat, because you would not. I promise you, you would not show that same energy if you saw me in person. So don't get it messed up by looking at that photo, this little photo up here. Oh yeah, I would hem her up if I saw her in person. I doubt that very much. You probably can't bust a grape in a fruit fight, let alone trying to check me in a text. So sit down or run in some traffic, but do not come up here trying to act like you're running the show here, because I will block you, because the world is too big to worry about a clown that I block, thinking that I won't have you to watch my videos. The world's too big to have a shallow mind like that. So don't come up in here with that. I'm telling you right now, if you started up, and I just started this, I just got on here. I'm trying to be at peace. But let me tell you something. I think sometimes people take advantage because they know I'm a channel holder where I don't cuss. I don't stand for cussing, and I try to keep the drama down. I don't even like name dropping because I don't want no smoke, because this ain't nothing but the internet is nothing but fake beefs, and I'm not going back and forth with somebody that I can't choke, that I can't get to and put and earth slam them. I'm not arguing. I'm not using that much energy on nobody that I can't reach out and touch. I just get rid of you. I eliminate you. Okay, so just fall back. So, like I'm going to say again, in my opinion, I feel as though she may, and I might be wrong, but from the conversations that I've been hearing recently, she might want to leave that residence. One reason why I said that is because the other day when Blueface's father said, "You're always procrastinating," I thought that he was on the same team as, Chrisean Rock. His father's her hiding and, not wanting to turn herself in and her legal obligations and stuff like that. I'm reading the texts and I'm also trying to multitask, you guys. But I thought it says you know what? I'm not even going to answer that question. Anyways, I thought that he was just like that's what she's doing. He got her back either way, but I don't think he agrees like a lot of us do that she should be hiding. I think she needs to just go and face the music. Okay, Genty, and I really think that she should really get out that house, because Wack said one thing that really stuck with me, and that was that he's thinking about changing the door. He said he was going to change the door. He's thinking about changing the door. He said because eventually they're going to come get her. But when he said that, I said, yeah, eventually they're going to come get her because you're probably going to call on her. That's the first thing I thought. Because the way he said it was like he was sure that eventually they're going to come get her. Right. Don't get it twisted. You hear me, Nikki? You know what I'm saying, girl? You know what I'm saying, sis? They be trying to get it real twisted, mess around and get twisted. And he said he was thinking about changing the door. He said because eventually the police are going to come get her. And he said they're going to come get her the way they come get her. I'm going to let you listen in the video how he said it. But he was saying that he's eventually thinking about changing the door. So if you're going to change the door, what are you going to do? Lock people out? He doesn't like Blueface's father. And he really, I don't think, even likes the fact that he's even there watching over the house. He really thinks very low of Blueface's father. He thinks he's a bum, basically, in my opinion. And when he all that stuck in my head was Wack 100 is going to cause or put a battery in somebody's back to call that police to the house, or people he knows in the police station being still active gang members. Gang members know police too. Trust and believe. They try to say we don't talk to the police, we from the street. That's a disrespect, yada whatever. But I don't buy that. Trust and believe. They're police that will do favors for favors. And I really think that when he said he was going to change the door, he knows that something's going to pop off, and it might just happen before Blueface gets out. And see, what people don't understand is if they come and get her because she didn't go and turn herself in, it's 9 times worse. You never want to have a warrant or warrants and you get arrested. And then then you come in only because you got arrested. That's like a ultimate disrespect to the courts. And it's just you make your matters worse. Not only that, you picked up a new case on whatever that you got arrested on, and then they add more probation time. And then if the judge is mad, like I said, she's got like a 3-year in Oklahoma. Allegedly, they're saying that she was supposed to be doing community service free. Not clear, because like I said, probation is time on layaway. But the judge wants her to do 3 years, and that's why she's not trying to go in herself. She's trying to send everybody else in there which is her lawyers, because she does not want to go in there, because she knows if she goes in there, chances are she's not going to get out. So I'm just letting you know that. That's why I said that. I said that out of protection, like I would my own sister. Wasn't like I was saying something like trying to character assassinate the girl. Like I said, Chrisean is old enough to be my daughter. My son is 32 years old. Okay, going on 33. So stop playing. I'm a mother. I don't got time to be sitting up there hating on no 24-year-old, because I was already 24 years old and I was doing a lot with my life. Okay. And then again, I was doing a lot of things wrong in my life. That's why I can talk about it, because I've been there and I've done that. I've been her age. She ain't never been mine. Simple as that. But, like I said, people like to put batteries in people's back. They try to act like these super supporters, but they really are just trying to see a train wreck. She messed up big time. Shaking my head. She should have cleared them warrants up. Right, exactly. But and sometimes supporters can be your worst people to have around you from a distance, because you don't know them. But because they admire you so much, you're their idol. Anything you do, even if it's wrong, they co-sign it. It's almost like your supporters, they feel so guilty if they don't. It's almost like they think like like you can see them, like cross. Supporters act like if they disagree with CashApp, she's gonna find out. CashApp is not thinking about you guys at all. She's appreciative she has followers and supporters, but trust and believe, you're not on her mind like she's on your mind, and like how you want to take that dedicated time out to defend her. You're not on her mind like that. I'm sorry to let you know that. Only ones on her mind is Blueface and her son. Right. The longest she waits is not going to be good. She just goes to take care of whatever the warrant is about. Right. Yes, Wack is messy. I can't stand him. Just clear it up. That's right. That's all I'm saying. And see, a lot of times people will stop speaking on something because they don't want to go back and forth with people. I don't care what you say. I'm standing on what I stand on, because number one, I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm on the right side. I don't take sides, because I'm too grown to take sides. I have a 32-year-old son. I can't call him a child. He's a man. And a granddaughter. I'm too old to be taking sides. Kids take sides. Teenagers take sides. Grown people don't take sides. Grown people take the right side. That's it. If you support her, just say, I support her. Don't be like, I'm on CashApp's side, because there'll be times CashApp be lying and talking all this BS, and I be knowing she be doing it. And it's wrong, because people are supporting her. She's straight lying in their face. Truth be told, if the police really wanted her, they could arrest her, because you're right. But see, what it is a lot of states, and this is everywhere, Nikki Love, they don't want to pay, they don't want to take taxpayers' money to all the time come and get somebody who know they got a warrant in another state. They want you to be responsible enough to bring yourself in the court, because that costs money for them to have to come get you. Now, if they was being real nasty, they could have the U.S. Marshals come and get her. They can go to any territory, and that's what their job is. So the judge, the judge might make her do them 3 years, but he or she could be really gutter with it, and have the U.S. Marshals knock on that door where she's staying at, and she's definitely gonna go if the U.S. Marshals come to get her. Trust me. I know people in Boston, Mass. U.S. Marshals came and got them in that state where we were at. Then I know U.S. Marshals that went to other states like New Hampshire, which is another New England state. They'll come get you. They'll come get you. If the judge is fed up and they have not seen you yet, they think that you're playing with them, they will come get you. I'm 57, and the reason I respect your channel is because you're not biased and speak the truth, rather in favor with Chrisean or not. You speak with wisdom. Thank you so much, Cancer 66. I'm very appreciative of you. So oh God. Please pay attention, Bella, Callie. Please. Because the way because you're not paying attention, you just ask that question. You're just one of them type of people, you just come in to hear the misery. You're a good example, and I don't care if you get mad, of us. I don't know if you're a supporter or a hater, but you're probably putting batteries in Chrisean's back. You get mad when people say stuff that's for her own good because you want people to be quiet so that you can see a train wreck. Because we all know if Chrisean hears her fans telling her some foolishness, she's gonna ride with it. Because Chrisean is still young in the mind. People want to see train wrecks. That's why they rush into these lives. First thing they want to know, did the girl get arrested? That's how you know a mindset of a person. But if you were listening to the conversation, you're the only one in here asking that because you're not paying attention. You're the type of person, you go into a pre-recorded video and you're in the comment section leaving comments and you ain't even looked at the video, but you're planting seeds in my comment section. See, I ain't got time for that. Play with me if you want to. I'm gonna put you out of here. Yes, you're right, girl. They don't want to waste the money. They don't want to waste the money. Gonna ask if she arrested. Go on somewhere. You need to get arrested. Go run in some traffic or something. Don't start with me today. So we're gonna start with the first recap video, and then after that, I wanted to see something on Henny's review channel, and that'll be at the end. I wanted to see that Carlissa beef with her nephew. She has the whole get down on it. I wanted to check that out after we look at this stuff. So we're gonna start off with the first video with Akademiks, and then we're gonna get into the one with Wack 100, where he says that he's thinking about changing the door. And that's why, in my opinion, if somebody gonna say they're gonna change the door on me and I got to live there, I got to go. Cause I ain't got time for no flip flopping, and I don't know if when I'm tired and I done drove miles away from home, and I'm coming home, and I come home and the door, you can't even get in the door. That's no way to live. I'm sorry. Guys, back with another one. So yet again, Akademiks, the fat face bandit, is running his mouth about Chrisean Rock. I just happened to run across a interview with him running the business, being chatty patty. Once again, I guess it's the norm now for men to act like women and women to act like men, because that's what's really going on. Because sometimes I feel like women have more heart than men, and men be acting like females. Well, Akademiks is on Vlad, and Vlad has been having an interest lately with Chrisean Rock. Her name's been in his mouth a lot, and also in Akademiks' mouth. But everybody's always in Akademiks' mouth. Even though we know that Akademiks has his own troubles, he just finds the time to talk about everybody else except what Akademiks is doing. So I want you guys to listen to what Akademiks had discussed with Vlad, what he shared about Chrisean Rock, and what his feelings are about Chrisean Rock. Not that it matters either way, but just to let you know how Akademiks can be a slime ball at times.
Sean
Exactly, Nikki.
is on a level of total insanity that I've never experienced before. I mean, she has a blueface tattoo on her face now.
Is that love?
I mean, I don't know what it is. They're saying that the baby might have
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah,
I don't know how they know this, but
birth defects.
Hey, listen, she FaceTimed me one time, Vlad.
Yeah.
This is when.
See, one thing I don't get is, did Vlad ever meet Chrisean Rock? Because he acts like he really knows Chrisean Rock. And I don't know if he knows her, because we know there's people in the community, they're supporters, and I think some of them are supporters that they go too far with the support. And I'm just talking about those supporters, and they get obsessed to the point that they really think that they know her, and they feel obligated to defend her like they know her personally. Like they can literally pick up their phone and dial her number and talk to her. Now, I'm just talking about those kind of supporters. So if the shoe fits, wear it. It's okay to be a supporter of Chrisean Rock, but it's a thing, a dysfunctional thing when you go too far with it. So I'm wondering, how well does Vlad know Chrisean Rock? Because the last time I checked, I never remembered her doing any sort of interviews with Vlad TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Or
saying.
her even
That's
mentioning
trying to get
or
sued.
being even cited with him. I don't understand where he gets the notion or the knowings of Chrisean Rock when Chrisean Rock is not even in his league. She's a young girl, 24 years old, with blueface, and I think that he's getting his information like a lot of us do, including the obsessed fans and the obsessed delusional supporters do, and that's off the internet.
The owner of Zeus was trying to like patch up whatever, and this was like, yo, y'all keep going back and forth online. Like, FaceTime her, she's like smoking a joint. She's full on pregnant.
While she's pregnant.
Full on pregnant. Smoking a joint.
Like,
and I said, aren't you? And she's like, shh. And I'm like, shh. I'm like, the baby's in the stomach. Like,
yeah.
No, you know what I mean? Now, again, I'm hoping.
And that to me is.
I wonder when he's going to talk about his 2 charges that he has. What is it? An essay they call it on, I guess, 2 different women. When is he going to bring up his stuff? See, I'm the type of person I can talk. Is this coming in clear? Put a Y in the chat, please. If it is, if it's not, put a no so I can change over the network. But I'm the type of person I can talk about what I need to talk about because I'm not above life's classroom. And I can tell you that I've been there and I've done that. So it's okay, Nikki? I can tell you that I've been there and I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I can also give you examples of life lessons of my own. But he gets up here, academics, like he ain't never did nothing wrong. And you up here violating women and stuff like that. Go on and sit down. Please, sir. Okay, it's clear. All right.
Like I want to cry just thinking about it.
Yeah, they caught her in the club with a full bottle of Henny, full pregnant.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's like, okay, like it's one thing to troll, to fist fight, to cuss out your baby daddy, to break in his house, to steal his car, but
now they don't make any sense. It's one thing to fight, to troll, to fist fight with your baby's daddy, to steal your baby daddy's car. None of what Chrisean Rock has done in the past is right. But at the same time, who are we to judge? That's her past. That's what she chose to do in her past. And for 2 men to be having a full-on conversation, and about 100,000 people then saw this video, and then those 100,000 people are talking about it. I mean, can you imagine just one person hearing this story, how it can get around to the masses? Now, 100,000 people hearing this story, that's when people start to get harassed, picked on, and so forth, like Chrisean's going through right now, because people are going and judging her by what others are saying. And these people don't even know her in real life. And they're judging her past. And nobody is above life's classroom. We are not above life's classroom. We all have made mistakes. We all have dropped the ball. And academics should be the first one to know that. Okay? Because he's been in the violation code on women for quite some time. He's got some history. Now, Vlad, if he wanted to impress me, he should have asked him about his life story and the allegations that are up against academics. But see, people like to point fingers and talk about other people's lives, but they don't want to tell their story. See, I can tell my story. So that's why when I speak on something that I know is not right, oh, trust and believe, I can tell my story
because I'm not, above life's classroom. I know that I'm no better than nobody else. I make mistakes. I'm human. I bleed the same way Chrisean Rock bleed, and I made mistakes just like she has too. So I just don't understand where the judgment comes in for Chrisean Rock, when nobody's perfect, and the people that are talking, they're definitely far from perfect.
You've now affected a child for the rest of its life. Like, there's nothing funny about this.
Hey,
there's no humor. Like, you could find humor in her fights with Blueface. You could find some humor in the face tattoo. You could even find humor that, Blueface goes to jail because
I know
not that he goes to jail, but the way he goes to jail because he doesn't want to be called by his girl. But there's nothing funny about a child being mentally disabled for the rest of their lives.
Vlad.
There's nothing funny about that. There's no joke about that.
It's so sad that I watch Zeus, man. Shout out to my man Lemmy.
Make sure
he
y'all
found
hit that
a
like
really
button.
interesting way how to
Thank you.
monetize dysfunction, fights, beefs. There's no plot. Every episode. Yo, she was talking behind your back. Fight.
Yeah.
Yo, why you ain't jumping to fight? Fight.
Right.
It's so.
But this was already done on Love and Hip Hop. It was already done on Jerry Springer.
But it's to such an extreme where it's like.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. We're talking about past. We're not talking about stuff that Chrisean Rock's doing now. That's past. Things that she's done, like we all have done. And we look back and say, man, I dropped the ball with that. But I bet you she wouldn't walk down that road again. I bet you she wouldn't make those decisions again. She made those decisions then. She's trying to make better ones now, and everything she seems to do, she's being criticized. Now, I'm going to stay on her as far as her legal obligations, because I feel like if you want to be a mother to Junior, you got to take care of your legal obligations. We're going to have to make this make sense.
A big part.
And this is present.
But he's got almost close to 6 million
consistently have, and I
don't
don't care
need to
who
do that.
don't like it. It's my platform, and I'm going to bring it up. But when you stop bringing up stuff that people did from the past,
I want you to hear this part because I want to make this clear.
We all have done, and we look back and say, man, I dropped the ball with that. But I bet you she wouldn't walk down that road again. I bet you she wouldn't make those decisions again. She made those decisions then. She's trying to make better ones now, and everything she seems to do, she's being criticized. Now, I'm going to stay on her as far as her legal obligations, because I feel like if you want to be a mother to Junior, you got to take care of your legal obligations. We're going to have to make this make sense. And this is present conversation that I'm going to consistently have, and I don't care who don't like it. It's my platform, and I'm going to bring it up. But when you stop bringing up stuff that people did from the past and character assassinating them and making them look like a bad person, and they're not living on that time. They may have made mistakes, and they're trying to clean them up now. And sometimes, Chrisean does get caught up in lies. At least with me, I catch up in lies all the time.
Yep,
She's not above life's classroom. She's human, and she's trying to make things right. And things don't happen overnight, and people need to understand that.
I do believe it's had an effect on society. I think the reason why people actually are attracted to, I'm not going to just blame them, but people actually think toxic relationships mean love.
It's always been. Like, I get it. There's a reason. Like, I've done a few Love and Hip Hop cameos, but I've never wanted to be on a reality. I've turned down reality shows. Like, I don't want that. I don't want to be represented. I'm not fighting anybody. When Charleston White, the back and forth, he's like, I want to box you for $100,000. I'm not going to box Charleston White. You know what I mean?
He's a weasel.
I don't even entertain the thought. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't box him for $1 million. So
40
million. Yes, you would.
Huh?
40 million.
40 million I'd box.
Oh, okay, that's what
You
I'm
a box
talking
for
about.
$1 million.
40 million, I would train because that's now multi-generational wealth.
Yeah.
Anyone says they're not going to get in a ring with someone for multi-generational wealth is lying to themselves.
Yeah.
But I don't think Tyson's getting 40 million to fight Jake Paul. So I don't think no one's offering 40 million. He might get a good 20. You're right. You're right.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
But at the end of the day, man, like at the point that your child is born mentally disabled because you are taking drugs and alcohol while pregnant,
How does everybody know this? That that child is all of these things when people claim she doesn't even go to the hospital. So how do we so-called know that that child has dysfunctions when people are claiming that she doesn't even take them to the hospital? It's like, which one is it? You got to pick a side and stay on it. And you really shouldn't be picking a side. You should just be on the right side. You should be on the right side and not picking a side and not guessing. We don't know what Chrisean Rock does with Junior. Now, what if she is taking him to the pediatrician when he's supposed to go? What are you going to say then? Nothing. Because that's when we always hear crickets. You don't never hear nobody apologizing. My bad, my fault. I just was assuming. Nobody wants to be wrong. See, a lie goes on and on and on and on. The truth ceases and desists is everything. So whether Chrisean Rock says something good or bad, people are still going to make their
Right, internet
opinions about it.
doctors,
But the
tit for
stuff that
tat.
is blatantly
Exactly.
a lie that she might be covering up because she don't want maybe someone to be mad at her, maybe for like small reasons, but reasons that are more sincere because of her thinking about other people's feelings. You wanna sit there and believe her. Like this situation with her legal situation. BS. But when it comes to Junior, people want to say she's not taking him to the hospital. People want to say this is wrong with him. Like they're the doctor and they diagnose this child. And they're not doctors. They never went to no doctoring school or anything like that. But they have so much to say about something they really don't know about. But see, what happens is you look at these entities.
Edrift, let me just say one thing, because I think that was an insult. What do you mean because of how he looks? What if that's how he looks? What if that's how that little baby looks? I think he's a handsome little boy. If I seen him in person, I'd eat him up because of how he looks. That's a baby. That's almost like just like there's a rule that even if a baby to you ain't really cute on the eyes, you don't never say, "Ooh, that's an ugly baby." You still say the baby's cute. You don't say because of how he looks that you know something's wrong with him. That is dead wrong. That's what I'm saying. How ignorance is bliss.
On social media so much you start to think that you know them. And it's called obsession and pure insanity.
Is like that should almost be illegal. Like she should almost go to jail for that. Honestly, child endangerment is a real thing.
There's a warrant out for arrest right now.
And she's not going to jail.
That's
right?
what Nikki loves.
Yeah, she's ducking it. Her lawyers are going to handle it.
You know, at some point, there's going to be actual real. I mean, number one, with the child, there already are real repercussions. We don't get to see them because you don't see the kid like, you know, being paraded around all you know, in his current state.
At some point, these reality cameras will turn off.
Yep, yes. That's true, though.
At some point, people they'll stop being intrigued by her.
There'll be someone new.
Someone new.
More extreme.
That's true, though.
Then they got to be actual parents. Yes. And their dysfunction won't seem so funny. It won't be no jokes.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
Will go to jail.
There's going to be jail.
There's going to be foster care.
There's going to be child support. There's going to be protective orders.
Yes.
There's going to be supervision from the state.
Yes.
And you never know. There might be punitive action.
Everything they're saying, they're absolutely right. And I say this myself. So I'll be a hypocrite to say what they're saying is wrong. I say everything that they're saying. Because when the reality show is over and the glitz and the glam shuts off and the reality sets in and you have to be a real person and live a real life and nobody's paying you no attention because there's a new Chrisean Rock and a new Blueface, because there's always going to be somebody bigger and better. That's when the reality is going to set in of the repercussions of, I'm not talking even about Junior, just about not even taking care of your legal obligations so you can be a mother to Junior. And that's when it's going to set in reality of all the things that you should have been doing. And everything that they're saying, I said last night, it's going to happen. There's no way, I don't care if you believe in God or not, God don't have nothing to do with this. This is people doing this. There's going to be repercussions for those actions that you're taking. And when you're more focused on a man than you are with the responsibility of what you need to be doing in the present time, there's something wrong, because there's nothing normal about that.
Because you guys are not or neglecting a child.
Exactly.
If you continue
as
to
they
do all
should,
this shit.
as there should be repercussions for that. There's nothing cute and funny about a child being abused.
It's kind of unfortunate.
When it's adults, I get it. Cool, beat each other up, smack each other with bottles. I don't give adults. Y'all can walk out.
It's kind of
when it comes to kids, it's a different story.
It's kind of unfortunate that, like, I ain't gonna lie, they've even turned once Blueface called circus, and he's basically saying even the baby's in the circus. Yeah. People making memes. You know, they say the baby look like Charles Barkley, right?
Man, listen, it's a baby, man. That baby did not ask to be in that position, and it's in that position right now. And chances are that baby will be taken out of that household at some point, you know. And if she goes to jail, I mean, there goes, you know. And when both parents are in jail.
Well, I just want to say one thing to you. That is also confirmed that Blueface is the one that started that Charles Barkley joke on his own child. So, you know, we got to look at the harsh realities of, you know, we're, you know, attacking and doing what we're doing and saying what we're saying. And it started from the parents. And the parent was Blueface. Anytime you fix your mouth to call that child Charles Barkley, now it's like a trend. Everyone's calling him that. And it's coming from the father and his actions. Something's not right. Something's not right. Now, okay, he dropped the ball. He made a mistake. Okay, give him a pass. But let's be very mindful that even with the you know, character assassinating of Junior in Chrisean Rock, it started with a relationship that was dysfunctional on social media, and the father calling his own son Charles Barkley. And then everybody ran with it. See, history repeats itself. And if you don't nip it in the bud, it's going to continue to happen. You have to be very mindful what you say out of your mouth, because it can leave a lasting impression even on grown folks. And grown folks are the ones that are saying that this child is Charles Barkley, being disrespectful. And the way they get a pass is, well, the father was the one that first said it, so it makes it okay for them to say it. Y'all got to pay attention. It's really real out here. I'm trying to tell you. And it's really sad. The father's the one that started that Charles Barkley thing. Now, but he didn't give you a pass to say it. But now we got grown men up here saying it. Like, that's cool. Let's hit the like button, please, or the dislike button. We're gonna go on to the other recap video. Hey, the real hi, baby girl. Because this is a long one that we're gonna recap. This is the one with Wack 100 saying he's thinking about changing the door. Now, if he's changing the door, what sense would it make for him to give them the password or whatever to get back in the house? The cops don't have the if he changes the door, the cops don't have, I'm quite sure, the last password to the door. So why is he changing the door? That's why I said, if you got to live under a roof where you don't know if you're going to come home and they're going to let you in, where you lay your head, your mail is going there, your child's belongings are there, you know what I'm saying? You need to go back home. I'm sorry. Because I get a gut feeling, and I could be wrong. There's nothing wrong with him. Exactly. I get a gut feeling, and I might be wrong, that Wack is gonna do some suspect stuff. He's gonna literally somehow get them police. He's gonna set it up, because he's very good with the legal system. He's gonna set it up so that before, I might be wrong. I'm just saying what my gut feels. Before Blueface gets out of jail, that Chrisean's gone. I feel that is his goal. If you get her out the way, Blueface will be focused. And then he might go back to Jaidyn. Or even if you don't go back to Jaidyn, he'll be away from Chrisean. Because Wack 100 is convinced He is convinced that Chrisean is the problem. And as long as Wack 100, which he's very dangerous, is convinced of that, he's gonna do everything in his power to try to you know what I'm saying, take her away from the situation. I'm telling you, because she's messing with his money. I'm telling you, Wack 100 is probably pulling. I know he got money, but I'm just saying his father's getting money from Blueface. He's pulling Lynn out of his pocket. Blueface ain't making no money like that for Wack 100. He ain't giving a manager fees like that like he was back in the day or prior to meeting Chrisean Rock. And Wack got a problem with it because all it's really about is money. And she's messing up the whole game. Do you think he is going to rat her out? Yep, that's what I'm thinking. When you hear this commentary video, Genty, you'll know what I'm talking about. Especially when he said the part about he said at the end of the commentary, he's thinking about changing the door. He said because it's a matter of time before them police come in that house. When he said that gave me the chills. I said, I think he's gonna do something. He's gonna do something to make that happen. I'm trying to tell you. So I'm not gonna waste no time. We're gonna come on, let's put some hearts up into the chat. Let's spam up the chat real quick, and then we're gonna start with the second one. Let's show some love, put some diamonds and some hearts up in here, and then we'll begin with the next one. But yeah, this is gonna be a long one, but honey, y'all better pay attention, get your popcorn ready, because you're gonna hear some things. You're gonna hear my thoughts on everything that I heard, and you're gonna hear what Wack 100 saying. Let's put some hearts and some diamonds in the chat, y'all, before we start this new this next recap. This one here is gonna be longer, so y'all better, like I said, get your popcorn, your potato chips, get your wine, get your margaritas, get all that stuff, honey, because it's about to go down. Wack wants to run everything. Yep, he's about to go to jail. Because, right, just like he tried to run that church. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's pretty, Genty. I would be packing up my stuff and leave. You're not changing locks on me. I'm trying to tell you, honey. I ain't giving you a chance to do it to me. For real. For real, for real. So let's start with the next one here. By the minute. Is it clear?
And I
Just
say
put a
this because we all
clear.
know that
Let me know if it's clear, because I do not like playing videos and they start getting all grainy. If it's not clear, let me know. I can also change over the network so that it can come in clear. So if it looks grainy right now, let me know. Just put a Y in the chat. If it looks okay, just put a Y in the chat is what I'm saying. It's okay? You're clear. Okay. All right.
Wack 100 basically had Bodine call. This is around the time that Bodine was asking, was the phone bill paid? And Chrisean Rock was really not in the mood to talk because she was being accused of being a liar, according to Wack 100, about that robbery that did happen. I do believe it did happen. And he was talking about a 21 fake fade or whatever it was. I'm going to try to insert that video if I can find it. I have so many videos of that day, of that incident, of that stunt that Wack 100 tried to pull off on Chrisean Rock and try to get her discredited and the father discredited as to be liars for attention and clout. We all know that that was farther from the truth. I want you to listen to now what Wack 100 saying today as of 40 minutes ago. This is another portion of what I believe to be a live that they did together. Well, an interview live or a private live or what have you, where Vlad is breaking down all of the crucial bits and pieces of information that he wants to put out there to the public, that Wack 100's confirming, because it's Wack 100, it's being confirmed, okay, about Chrisean Rock. So listen up.
Chrisean Rock accused you of sending robbers to Blueface's house, and I guess Blueface's dad was held at gunpoint in the house.
Yeah, but here goes the thing. Blueface,
Not that I'm saying it's true.
Blueface's dad always held at gunpoint.
What do you mean?
I can show you messages in my phone where his mother is communicating with him. Are you gonna make our son's court date today? Right? Because Blueface really wasn't communicating with her, but she knew the dad was cool. And he told her, this is in January.
Thank you, Nikki
I
Love.
got robbed at gunpoint this morning. I'm running late. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. It's in my phone, I swear to God.
That's wild.
So now we got 3-4 months later, he's robbed at gunpoint. And looking at things now, watching him, because I've been knowing him for a couple years now, and he's been behind the scenes. I don't know what the Rock and him got going on, but now he wants clout. Right? He's jumping in.
See, this is what I don't like. See, a lot of people have said to me, and I have to admit, my subscribers said to me, listen, they never made up as in they're cool. Wack 100 still doesn't like Chrisean Rock. He just admitted that Blueface is in love with her. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's all. But as far as him gonna make money and do a smear campaign on Chrisean Rock as long as he can, that's what he's gonna do. Because that's his mission. And he feels as though he can do it because of how Chrisean Rock sometimes moves. You know, love you to death, baby girl. When I say love, it ain't that kind of love you think it is, but it's love like I would have for anybody. Stranger love I'm talking about. I got love for anybody. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And when you ain't moving right, you know, even your vocabulary ain't sounding right, especially being a young mother. You know, kids are like sponges. I know your son is junior, is very young, but you know, there's certain things that you got to change about your life. Got to be selfish for your child and people around you because they will be able to portray a picture of the worst in you because that's all they see of you.
In their lives.
I mean, yeah, because Blueface's mom, I remember when I was leaving Hollywood Unlocked, she was coming in to get interviewed. And then I remember she, you know, we saw each other coming in. I'm like, oh, what's up? Nice to meet you, whatever. Then I got a DM from her like, yo, I want to be up next. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm staying out of this.
And I keep
staying
telling
out
her,
of this.
Blueface's problem with his mother is, instead of her being a mother of a celebrity, she wants to be a celebrity mom. You know, she was way in Ohio.
Oh, she moved.
I know it,
Yeah,
right?
once probably about 9 months after we start moving with things.
She be lying.
She
You don't never
popped
show
up.
him, though.
And I think the pop got the bug down too, because when I'm like, so you telling me you're sitting in your car, somebody pulls a gun on you in the driveway, you're able to jump out of the car, run past the gunman, run in front of your car to the walkway, access the first gate to the courtyard, and then run to the door, put the code in the door, go in and lock the door, and the gunman was just oblivious to what was happening.
I don't care how much of a joke or how much of he's making Vlad laugh, Wack 100. That robbery did happen, and I believe it. And I know that it happened, and I'm going, like I said, I'm going to try to find the clip to insert into my commentary if I can find it. If I'm not, I will play it at a later date so that you guys can be confirmed that why would he have to do a 24 fake 24 whatever it was. I don't know. I'm not from California, but I know that Bodine was trying to explain what Wack's position was and what he was trying to do so that they wouldn't come back over there and try to rob Chrisean Rock and whoever else was in that house, especially Chrisean Rock, because she's the one that had the money and the jewelry and all that. The father doesn't have anything. And it may have probably sunk in after the fact that he had to do it, Wack 100, because Junior was in there. And if you don't like Chrisean Rock, that's all fine. But there's a child in there that can get hurt behind, you know, pettiness over stuff that can be replaced, materialistic things. So Wack can dumb this down and play it off like he don't know what's going on, but he knows that there was a robbery that happened at that house. I believe, in my opinion, that there was a robbery that happened at that house, and Chrisean Rock was not acting when she was trying to explain that there was a robbery that happened at that house. They were trying to discredit her because Wack 100 was on a mission at that time where he just was on a smear campaign. He was disrespecting Chrisean Rock every chance he got, and he's doing it now, but it's in a kind of sort of low key, nicely put manner. And people like that nicely put things, but before they were wilding out on you, I'd rather go with the wilding out because at least I know how to deal with you, you know. But when you're doing it this way, you're just as worse as somebody quiet. You can't figure them out, so you can't trust them.
Yeah, man.
He don't wear jewelry. He don't wear. if the gunman was gonna use you to get back in the house, then he's not gonna let you. So it's. I don't know, man. Now I have power of attorney over everything. Everything.
Listen what he said. Listen what
he said. The home, the cars, the bank accounts.
Listen, hold on. Listen what he said. I want you to hear it because he bragged about this little part. Can't figure him out, so you can't trust him.
Power. Yeah, man.
Listen. He don't wear jewelry. He don't wear. if the gunman was gonna use you to get back in the house, then he's not gonna let you. So it's. I don't know, man. Now I have power of attorney over everything. Everything. The home, the cars, the bank accounts. I got power of attorney over everything, right? But
because Blueface is a fool.
I briefed Blueface on what's going on, and the plan was for the house to be empty. His father to sit on the house. A few of his comrades boat in and drop by there 2-3 times a week. I go by there on Fridays, make sure things are cool. 5 days next, she popped up. She was in the studio. I talked to him on the phone and just a studio. 2 days later, she showed U-Haul over there. I'm like, yo, nephew, what you doing? This ain't the understanding and agreement. Oh, it's cool. I got control of it. Cool. Right? I'm not just gonna go in there and flex based on what I think.
Wack 100 has no control over anything, period. I don't care what he is power of attorney over. I'm telling you right now, mark my words, Blueface and Wack 100 are going to have a fallout. Wack 100 recently has legal documents on his name of doing shady stuff, even in churches, okay? And I heard this last night, some of the shady antics that he was doing allegedly, let's say that, or in my opinion, that he was doing that were real shady. So you can brag, you can boost, you can say whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, you're not this good guy that's on Blueface's side. You just don't want to be pulling no lint out your pocket. You think that, and you're afraid that Blueface is going to get out and Chrisean and him are going to walk out into the sunset, walk off in the sunset, and you're not going to make any money off of Blueface no more. There's no reason for him to have you as a manager in the first place. You don't serve a purpose anymore to Blueface, and Blueface needs to learn how to let you know that. There's no purpose in Wack being in that relationship or having any sort of business relationship with Blueface because Blueface has already a game plan. And Chrisean Rock has already have a game plan. They've sat together prior to him going to jail. And in my opinion, I believe the game plan does not involve Wack 100. And he knows that.
It's right because it's his house, right? Hopefully,
exactly, Darrell.
It doesn't come back to bite him. I told her, you can't be on the run in 3-4 different states and going live, showing everybody where you at. Is just not smart. But the clout bug, her forget about all these things and say, that's why the police showed up.
No purpose at all.
Right? So, at the end of the day, I'm anticipating going by there, changing the door. That because
You heard what
eventually they're gonna come.
I'm gonna play that a little.
Come, how they gonna
watch so you can. He said he's gonna eventually go by and change the doors. Listen, I'm gonna change. Hey, go ahead. Watch this. Some of the shady antics that he was doing allegedly. Let's say that, or in my opinion, that he was doing that were real shady. So you can brag, you can boost, you can say whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, you're not this good guy that's on Blueface's side. You just don't want to be pulling no lint out your pocket. You think that, and you're afraid that Blueface is going to get out and Chrisean and him are going to walk out. I went too far back, but I want you to listen when he said, I'm thinking about going by to change the doors, and he'll tell you why. And it's because of the popo. Listen up. It's about to come up. I went back too far, but it's about to come back up. Listen to this part when he said about changing the door. To the sunset, walk off in the sunset, and you're not going to make any money off of Blueface no more. There's no reason for him to have you as a manager in the first place. You don't serve a purpose anymore to Blueface, and Blueface needs to learn how to let you know that. There's no purpose in Wack being in that relationship or having any sort of business relationship with Blueface, because Blueface has already a game plan, and CashApp has already have a game plan. They've sat together prior to him going to jail, and in my opinion, I believe the game plan does not involve Wack 100, and he knows that.
is right because it's his house, right? Hopefully, you know, it doesn't come back to bite him. I told her, you can't be on the run in 3-4 different states and going live, showing everybody where you at. Is just not smart. But the clout bug, her forget about all these things and say, that's why the police showed up. Right? So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm anticipating going by there, changing the door, that because eventually they're going to come. And they're going to come how they going to come.
Oh, you just heard him. He said they're going to come. And they're going to come how they going to come. Better pay attention. See, people be talking. Like, see, he's the type of person, Wack 100 will talk, and he'll be talking, and you'll be like, well, I don't see nothing really wrong with what he's saying. And he be saying something, and you ain't even getting it. When he said change the door eventually, because the cops are gonna eventually they're gonna come, and they're gonna come, and they're gonna come how they're gonna come. Eventually he's gonna go over there and change the doors with me, because eventually they're gonna, and he's saying he's gonna change the doors, but I really feel like, and this is just my opinion, I wish I could just do it without it going back too far. But at the end of the day, you're
house to be empty, his father to sit on the house. A few of his comrades boat in and drop by there 2-3 times a week. I go by there on Fridays, make sure things are cool. 5 days next, you know, she popped up, she was in the studio. I talked to him on the phone, and like just the studio. 2 days later, she showed you all over there on your nephew, what you doing. This ain't the understanding and agreement. Always cool. You know, I got control of it. Cool. Right? I'm not just gonna go in there and flex based on what I think.
Wack 100 has no control over anything, period. I don't care what he is power of attorney over. I'm telling you right now, because Blueface has already a game plan. And Chrisean, because Blueface has serve a purpose anymore. And Chrisean 100, he knows that.
Is right because it's his house.
Listen,
right? Hopefully, you know, it doesn't come back to bite him. I told her, you can't be on the run in 3-4 different states and going live, showing everybody where you at.
Listen when he talks about the door and the police.
The clout bug, her forget about all these things and say, that's why the police showed up. Right? So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm anticipating going by there, changing the door, that because eventually they're going to come. and they gonna come how they gonna come.
Oh, you just heard him. He just said eventually he's gonna go over there and change the doors because eventually they're gonna. And he's saying he's gonna change the doors, but I really feel like, and this is just my opinion, he's gonna change the doors because he's probably gonna be the ones that are gonna send the police, in my opinion, to get Chrisean Rock.
You already know.
So
TikTok,
Chrisean really
tic-tac.
need to buckle down and make a better game plan because it could happen before Blueface gets out.
Exactly.
It could be
He's doing the
planned
same
to get
thing.
her in jail before Blueface gets out so that Wack 100 can get his hands on Blueface and mentally take control over
He's
the
doing the same
situation
thing
so
everybody
that
else is doing.
he's getting money back in his pockets that he's making off of Blueface. See, these are the things that people don't think about at the end of the day when they have somebody that's so willing to go out their way and do all these things. Sometimes you got to question, is it genuine or not? And I don't really think that Wack 100, in my opinion, is being genuine. It's all about business and money. He reminds me of a baby Suge Knight. And I hope that Blueface is well aware of this because something is going to happen and it's not going to look good. It's definitely going to be a fallout between Blueface and Wack 100. It's not going to end well. Somebody's going to end up in jail. We already know Chrisean Rock has legal issues, and she's going to probably end up in there if she doesn't get it taken care of. But that's beyond her. I just have a feeling when the fallout happens, Blueface might end up in jail again himself. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope he just gets himself so drowned in the industry of Tronic Network and just stay on the side of Ray J, because I'm quite sure Ray J probably would trust Blueface any day over Wack 100 if he really had a quiet as kept, keep it real. And whatever other endeavors that they are planning to do, whether it's Chrisean do concert appearances, popping bottles at clubs, or endorsing other people's clothes or whatever have you, I think that they need to change their game plan, switch it up.
He better,
Go
Jen.
to plan B, C, D, and leave Wack 100 alone because it's not a good look, and somebody is going to go down. And I don't think it's going to be Wack 100. It's never designed for Wack 100 to go down. It's always the opponent, the op, his op, to him, who he considers an op to him, which the only op is Wack 100. So I'm very concerned with Chrisean Rock. I don't know if she is looking at the reality.
So these are the old videos that I put together. So when you hear like I'm going live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I did not edit all that out. I wasn't doing all that. These are the 3 videos that I put up around the time of that robbery. And she was explaining that morning, because she was sleeping in the studio, what happened and what she heard and all that other stuff. So listen to what Chrisean Rock has to say.
Of what just happened and that she should not be in this situation. She explains about what happened to her, and it's really not looking good. It's not a safe environment for Junior. There is more to the story that's not being told, but I hope that she makes a sound decision and gets herself out of this situation.
I just was held at gunpoint just now, and I was just like, what did he do? He like, they peeled off once they found out he had nothing on me. I'm like, out front. And then Marshall's like, yeah, I heard a lot of yelling. So then I'm still kind of in shock because I'm on the couch. I'm right 3 feet away from the door. Like, you feel me? And I got the baby with me and all that. So we,
Right,
Make
you
sure
got
y'all
the
hit the
baby
like
with you.
button.
Because I was so tired from my studio session last night. But, yeah, I guess they,
She got to get out that house.
But it got to be the same people, bro, on God, because how many times they got away? Every time.
It's got to be the same people. Okay.
And it's so weird because that's a life or death situation. So
Sounds like somebody's after Chrisean Rock, and it might not be the police.
being in this situation or like this type of environment, it's kind of annoying.
Leave.
Like, this is probably one of the most times like I ever felt like, okay, like I don't care to be famous.
I'm glad you see that. This is really sad.
She's got to leave this situation here. Not safe. Now it's time to leave. Not think about it. Leave.
You know, I don't want to say too much on the camera, but
Smart. Smart. You're paying attention.
it's so weird because my heart wasn't. You know how when you scared and your heart wasn't, and that's the scary part. Like
It
when
need
it was
be.
going on, nobody. Like I didn't feel no fear in my heart. I was scared for them. That's how I felt. Like I was scared for them.
She was scared for them.
You know, worst come to worst, yeah, my son. That's all I'm thinking about right now. Like, but I ain't scared for his safety either because I know what I'm gonna do for my.
Now that bothers me, and that's just a young response. You're not scared for his safety because you know what you're gonna do. You don't know what they were there to do. It seems like you have more to worry about, Chrisean Rock, than the police. And I really wish that you would see this situation. I really wish you would have got up on here and told us immediately that Blueface called you on that tablet or texted you on that tablet that he gets in jail. Reached out and told you to leave that house because you're not making sound decisions to leave on your own. Got in a situation and you ended up just getting immediately on live, said immediately leaving with Junior, and that's all you should be concerned about. There's nobody in that house prepared to be able to take care of you the way you need to be taken care of in situations like this.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do for my little baby. Like I ain't gonna hold you, but it's like when it happens like that, you don't get scared. You go into survival mode. It's so unfortunate because.
And I feel like she has enough legal situations going on right now. Why would you put yourself in this situation here where you have to force your hand to protect your child and yourself and get into more trouble that you will probably not get out of if you have to force your hand?
So now they got,
security,
cops on standby at the gate, all the time. Like now we got like security, but it's
more money to be paid out of your pocket, most likely. She said there's cops on standby outside the residence. But who's paying for this? Most likely, in my opinion, it's probably Chrisean Rock that's paying for this. And then there's these alleged rumors that she's set up a plan to pay off what is owed to Blueface debt. When are you going to just leave this alone? These are all the clear signs, especially when your life's involved and your son's life's involved. It's a sign to remove yourself from the situation and see if things improve and then go back to the situation if it calls you. It's time for you to get up out of there. Ain't that much love in the world.
The house hot, so not like that, but the whole neighborhood was on the watch for that little car they was in.
That's crazy.
I mean, thanks for making us aware of what we got to be aware of, but I don't think they know that. I don't know. Some people just be prepared.
To be aware is to be alive, and to continue to living is to get out that situation. To me, that was a warning. Maybe whoever came, and this might sound silly, but maybe whoever came was just sending a warning this time. But the next time, it could be something horribly wrong that could happen. She should really look at the bigger picture and not the brighter things. There's nothing bright about what happened in her situation. It could have got a lot worse, and she should really take it for what it is and just leave that situation. I keep saying it. You gotta go. Why would you go back to that house? It's like you're running between the house that you were living in, that you pay rent at, and Blueface's.
Like that, I'm just saying, be careful going to somebody's house unannounced, thinking you finna take something. And the only thing you finna do is take yourself out of the situation by a life-death experience. And it's so unfortunate for you.
Vice versa.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't even on here popping it. I'm not on here scared. I'm not on here crying. I'm kind.
She said for her, she's making it clear for them. So does she know who these perpetrators are is a question. Does she know who came to the house, but she's not going to confirm it online, but she has a good idea who it was? Why play? Why play this game? You're not single anymore. You have a life that you have to look after besides your own. You can't be playing these games. You can't get online letting these people know that you may know that came to that house to do something that you're not scared. This ain't no gang. This ain't no war that you should be fighting back and forth with a child. Now, if you were single and you want to put yourself in that situation, that would be on you, but you are not.
I'm kind of irritated for real because it's like, so when the cop, They said what they could do, what they're doing. They looked at the footage. They know what they're whatever. They're gonna be on the all that. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like,
That's why they came there, because they knew she wasn't going to leave.
make you like as you make you. I shouldn't say scared. As a mom, you can be scared all you want, but I can't be scared. My baby father not here. I can't. Only thing I can act like is like I'm be ready when they come back. Like, you feel me? I'm not.
Wrong move.
I don't know what this is. I don't know who they are. I don't know why this is happening. But I have a son to protect, so
That's why you should leave. You have to
you feel
leave.
me?
And I see people in the comments saying the jewelry should be put up. She needs to be put up, her and her son.
But
See, this is what I mean. People want to be supporters and say stuff that's not even relevant. A supporter would say, get out that house, get to safety. You and Junior are not safe there. There's nobody that can really save you. And how long are you going to pay for around the clock police to be at your gate? That's going to start costing money. Is this another way that it's been designed or set up for your money to be drained? Is this a setup? It's crazy. And you could tell she's scared. You could tell she's scared. You can see it on her face.
I don't know. I just think it's 4 a.m. in the morning. Like 5 a.m. in the morning. I only say I say 4 a.m. because I remember me just ending my session around 4. And then I go on the couch. I just lay there. 5, 6 a.m. I hear the dad like leaving out the front door. But I heard commotion. But not really. I was still asleep on the couch. So Marsh went in like,
Roxbury in the building, Brown.
So they both come in like, can't breathe, out of breath, just explaining what happened from start to finish. And I'm just sitting on the couch like, what the, is, like, what's in? Because the people whoever did it, what if I was the ones that did it to them? You feel me? Like,
Of course, Chrisean, she's young. She's thinking backwards. She said, what if she was the one that did it to them? No, it was done to you. You got to get out this situation. I don't know how many times that people have probably DM'd her, called her on the phone, people that she's close to, that she does answer the phone to. Why do you stay in this situation? I know you love Blueface. You're listening to what he's saying, obviously, and you're trying to prove your point or a point, but there's no point to be proved when you're putting yourself in this kind of situation. And your son, then you want to get online later on saying probably CPS is going to be coming, doing a case, opening up a case, and you're going to blame people who follow you that are going to be the ones that probably will call them. Now, this is something they probably won't open and shut because you're a mother and you're making sound decisions to stay in a situation where somebody tried to come and do something to you. Bodily harm, perhaps. Rob you, perhaps. Unalive you, perhaps. We don't know.
that's not a good feeling when somebody else
It's really
you got,
crazy.
like, for no reason. You didn't work for it. You feel me? Like, go get it.
But this is life and people move like that. She has to understand that. It's really sad. I feel bad for her son and her son only.
I wish I was capping about it.
People think she's capping because she's still in that house.
I wasn't even gonna go live and say something about it, but I don't know why you even getting
This is
yourself
crazy.
involved. You must be the symptoms here to rob us. The talking about it didn't happen. Who play with that, bro? We got a kid, yo. It should have asked if we was good. Do you need to send protection over there? You over there trying to act like that's why nobody like y'all. Y'all over there. Since Blue got locked up, everybody bad about who's in the house. Y'all don't like the fall when y'all don't like my. So y'all sending weird people to the house. Okay, I got it.
Thank you, pretty
it's
blue
funny because I
eyes.
usually
Thank
don't
you,
really care when
sweetie.
he be trolling. Well, that's real life, really out front.
Yeah.
You must have been in for you to say they didn't come.
Right.
You're weird. Be like, oh, you got the video? You're weird. You don't got no video. You would have posted it like you post everything else.
Hey guys, back with another one. So I will be going live today at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 20 minutes ago on IG, CashApp responds to what Wack 100 said. Apparently, she is saying that he is lying. Not to be surprised because we all know that Wack 100 does not like Chrisean.
and he allegedly does not like Blueface, his father. Now, this is a really crazy situation. But what I think is even crazier is if you know that Wack 100 is capable, if there's any truth to Wack 100 lying about this, if he does have the footage of the, in fact, robbery or non-robbery, he should put it on social media. Like CashApp said, and I do agree with her, anything else, Wack 100 got the receipts for it. So why didn't he put this on his platform on IG to prove what he was alleging happened, which was nothing? Now, this is really crazy, I will say, in Chrisean's case, because when it happened is when she should have threw in a towel and took Junior out of this equation and went and stayed somewhere else or went back to the alleged house that she has, that she paid allegedly for the whole year because of her credit. Like I said, these are all allegations behind no receipts half the time from people who report on the situation with Chrisean Rock. But I just want to say this, Wack 100, you're crazy if this is in fact not the truth.
Know why you even getting
This is
yourself
crazy.
involved. You must be the that sent them here to rob us. The talking about it didn't happen. Who the play with that, bro? We got a kid, yo. It should have asked if we was good. Do you need to send protection over there? You over there trying to act like that's why nobody like y'all. Y'all over there. Since Blue got locked up, everybody been mad about who's in the house. Y'all don't like the fall and y'all don't like my, so y'all sending weird people to the house. Okay, I got it. And it's funny because I usually don't really care when he be trolling. Well, that's real life, really out front. Yeah. You must have been in for you to say they didn't come. Right. You're weird. Be like, oh, you got the video? You're weird. You don't got no video. You would have posted it like you post everything else.
And Chrisean, I'm sorry, but you're crazy if in fact you're living in this situation and you're not single and you have Junior there to protect. Obviously, there's no boundaries with Wack 100. He's going to continue to do this. And I think that he's doing it not trying to even physically harm Chrisean Rock, but to expose how she is not being a good mother to Junior. Think about this. Let's hypothetically think about this. One of her concerns in the situation that Chrisean's in right now is that she's worried about, somebody taking Junior, whether it's because of her legal situation or CPS being called on her, what have you. But you're making it easy for these allegations of you not making, better decisions for yourself and Junior legible. And the reason why I say that is because you should have gotten out of that situation. And if you know, in fact, that Wack 100 could be behind these people pulling up, and now he's lying on you to make you look like a liar, saying that you're clout chasing, then this is even easier for you to leave this situation. You should know that the situation is dangerous. It's going to continue to happen. And I believe that he's trying to do a smear campaign for sure, in my opinion, if it's not true that no one came to that house. Now, if it is true, either way, he's trying to smear your name across social media, having people making up assumptions that may or may not be true about you, one being that you're a bad mother. Now, I think that he is trying to paint a picture that you're a bad mother, Wack 100, because he's going to, even if he does never show receipts, which would be a video of the camera footage, he can get up here and attack you back on social media and say, let me not waste my time on no Chrisean Rock, because first of all, why ain't you guys checking her for not leaving if she feels as though her life's in danger or Junior's life's in danger? Why didn't she leave Blueface's house? Why is she trying to prove to Jaidyn or anybody else that she's back with Blueface and all of this other stuff? Why would she put herself in a dangerous situation if somebody pulled up on Chrisean? He could just come out of nowhere with all kind of possible things without even thinking about it. And I'm telling you, people are going to sway his way and say, yeah, you're right. It's man versus woman, and the man is playing on the minds of social media,
the viewers, the fans, the haters, the congratulators to turn against Chrisean. It is designed, in my opinion, to get that bag, and the bag be focused on Jaidyn getting it by putting her up in these clubs, booking her for these clubs, her you dropping songs, opening up clothing lines and this and that and other, and distracting Chrisean Rock from making money because she's dealing with all of these allegations and drama and people doing these smear campaigns on her, alongside with Carlissa as well, Wack 100, Jaidyn be, sneak dissing as well. And then, people, the critics, talking about, I know Blueface is in jail, but what is he saying about this? It seems like he doesn't care. You guys put everything else online. Let's hear these jail calls. What is he saying? Is he getting on you? Is he telling you to leave that house? What is he saying? He's certainly telling you to stay in a house and not get to a bag, but Jaidyn is out here making all the money. This is really ludicrous. And I hope that Chrisean, I understand she's a tough girl, but right now it's not about measuring up how tough you are. It's about being smart. Definitely they're trying to, assassinate you. And the biggest way and the hurtfulest way to get back at you is. So getting directly into the video, I was listening to Clubhouse TV. This is I guess a platform that Wack 100 has now. It's new to me, but this is going to be a train wreck because now that he has his own podcast, he's going to talk about Chrisean Rock like he's doing right now in this video. I'm going to let you listen in a few seconds. And it's just going to be just a lot of back and forth, and somebody's going to physically or mentally get hurt behind all of this chaos. And we all know that Wack 100 plants a lot of seeds and makes up a lot of lies on Chrisean because he doesn't like her. So, is this a good idea for him to be doing this? We know when he goes on other podcasts, he probably hopes that Blueface and Chrisean Rock are mentioned, like on No Jumper, so that he's able to say what he needs to say about Chrisean in particular. But we're gonna have to see how this plays out. I want you to listen up to what he was saying, dragging and disrespecting Chrisean publicly. I think that he's trying to be on the money train alongside with a lot of people who are covering the Chrisean Rock and Blueface love triangle. And he's trying to cash in on a bag some way or another because he's not getting any credentials anymore. No money, no bag from Blueface because he believes, allegedly, that Chrisean Rock has messed up Blueface's career.
Clubhouse TV down there, boy. I look like that Clubhouse TV. That's pretty up. Subscribe to Clubhouse TV on YouTube. Let's go. Yo, listen, let me ask y'all a question. Because I'm wondering, I done went up on the 15 different posts with this girl, Chrisean, insinuating I sent some fake robbers over there to do a robbery that never happened, right? But ain't none of y'all went up on there and wondered what the my Wack sent to people to rob us. She got mad because I said, yo, we checked the cameras, ain't no robbery happening. And the daddy say he got robbed every other month. I put up the text message, December 7th, he say he got robbed at gunpoint. Now, this is a homeless dude, broke dude. What they gonna rob you for? Ain't no robbery happening on the cameras. You ain't got access.
You see how he flip-flops, Wack 100? Now, you supposed to be so cool, and Blueface is one of your proteges. He makes money for you. He's one of your artists. And that's all you could find to say was his father's almost broke. I mean, he flip-flops for me. I mean, it's the flip-flop for me. Maybe somebody likes how he gets down. It doesn't move for me. Now, sometimes he says things that are comical, but I think sometimes he goes too far, Wack 100. And I think in this case, Chrisean Rock is a young girl, and he should leave that alone. He need to dead it.
Cameras on Blueface phone. We got Blueface phone. But she goes up there and while she's talking, I hear what she's saying. I'm like, okay, whatever. But did y'all see what I on? They on some ski glasses, with a beanie, a hoodie, walking around the house. They're really going public because they looking for him 4 states. I believe really losing their mind. Did y'all see what that on? I know I can't be the only one.
This man is a trip.
Ain't no way I'm the only one looking at this.
Did you say
Yeah, because I ain't see that post. I seen the one where she posted that they been robbed, but you talking about that live she was talking in.
You seen it with the gold glasses. Come on.
Let me bring it over here.
Everybody saw it.
Talking about you.
It's the sunglasses to me.
To rob them. Look it up.
Yeah, see the live I seen, she ain't say her name in it. She just said that he got robbed.
But nah, because I went up there and said, well, no, it's all fake. See, you gotta remember, I keep telling y'all for years, she need Blueface for the content.
That's
he in the
not
hole. So she can't even get a phone call recording from him. So they're saying.
So she said this yesterday out of anger that he's in the hole. Blueface. Now this video was uploaded 3 days ago. So Wack 100, he got a show now. So he definitely gonna be the man. And so now because everyone knows at this point, and of course Wack 100 doesn't want us to think that he's the last one to know about it. He wants us to know that he knows about Blueface is in the hole. And you just heard him say it out of his own mouth that in fact Blueface is in the hole. And he's gonna explain further why CashApp needs Blueface for content.
I sent the people to rob. Now here go the thing. If he was robbed in the driveway, right? If he was attempted robbed in the driveway, you in a house. Why are you threatened? This is the robber slit all 4 of the dude's tires. Wait till he gets in the driver's seat. Now y'all follow me. He's parked upward in the driveway. She says, the father says he put his head down, thought about it, jumped out of the car. The robber standing there with a gun. Runs up the driveway, makes a right down the walkway, opens the first gate, runs down the walkway, puts the code in the door, and go in the house. Now my question is, what the robber doing when all this happened?
Yeah, I have a question.
So this is my question. I have a question first, ma'am. Now, is he looking at the cameras as he's telling this story? It sounds like he's looking at some cameras or details of maybe a police report or something. Because how would you know all that? But we already figured out, well, at least my community did, that he lied on CashApp. He tried to really make her a liar. And if she didn't stay pressed on that, she would have been considered a liar in the community. And it would have been a one-up on, Wack 100. Even though we know he lies, because he said it, and we kind of sort of know how CashApp can add stuff to the story from time to time. We all have lied once or twice in our lives. We're not, above Light's classroom. But we found out that he was lying on her. The